Christians would claim, okay, Jesus is God, he rose from the dead. It seems like everything with Christianity is somehow contingent on the resurrection. So how do I know that actually happened? How do I know that Jesus wasn't just some man, had some weird kind of cult following?
Obviously, the New Testament presents the resurrection of Christ not as mythology, not as a plot, but as an historical event. But it is possible the disciples stole the body of Christ. But let's examine this. Before Christ died on the cross, all of the disciples deserted Christ. His bravest follower, the Apostle Peter, denied knowing him 3 times. One of his 12 closest followers, Judas Iscariot, betrayed him for 30 pieces of silver. Obviously, the point is, they were not true believers. They were not glassy-eyed cultists. Instead, they were Christ deserters, Christ deniers, Christ betrayers. That's who they were. Christ died, and they were disillusioned. Their Jewish background taught them that there would be a resurrection, a general resurrection at the end of human history. There was nothing in their Jewish culture, in their Jewish teaching, that taught a single resurrection. So they were not expecting Christ to come back. 3 days after he dies, the eyewitness reportage is that he appears risen from the dead, not first of all to one of these guys. He first of all appears to a woman named Mary Magdalene. Now, if I was a first century male trying to foist a fable on my sexist chauvinistic culture, I never would have had my first eyewitness of the resurrected Christ be a woman. But the Gospels have the ring of authenticity, as Christ first appears to a woman. Then over a period of 40 days, Paul writes in 1 Corinthians 15, which is written in the early 50s AD, Christ appeared to over 500 people who saw him risen from the dead. And here's the kicker. In 1 Corinthians 15, Paul writes, and he appeared to James. You know who James was? He was the younger brother of Christ. Do you think James believed that his older brother was God in human form? No way. But James became a leader in the first century church after the resurrection. Why? Because he saw Christ risen from the dead.